Hi, I'm Big John here with BackStage360.com at the Music Box for this 70s show from Rich Singley. And I'm sitting here with Patrick and Brayden of, what's your guys' band name again?
Daring Greatly.
It's Daring Greatly? Daring Greatly.
Yes, sir.
And what's awesome about that name is where it has come from. That's the biggest thing. When I did a little bit of research on you guys, I found out that it's named after a president. That's where you got that.
Yes.
Tell me the quote about that.
Well, the quote is called "Man in the Arena," and it pretty much just says, Theodore is just saying, hey, all you people in the stands, don't be afraid to be the guy in the arena who's getting cranked and getting scars and bleeding and sweating and taking the risks. Be the person in the arena who's daring greatly. And even if you fail, at least you failed while daring greatly. It's not even that much of a failure if you fail. It's just...
And ignore the naysayers. Screw the naysayers.
Yes, sir,
those guys who are trying to push you down and tell you can't do this.
Exactly.
So how old are you guys?
We don't like to tell people that, actually. But
okay, I respect that.
I'm 21. This
Okay.
is 22.
I just turned 22. You're just 22?
And everyone else is around that age except for Father, who is not.
Now that's something I just found out as well, is
Yes.
that you are a father-son band. You're the lead singer.
The three of us actually split the lead singing. Me and my brother and my father, all three of us split it pretty evenly.
So all the vocals it's just the family blood.
Yes, sir. They're all at the same level, and it's all strong three-part harmony all the time.
Man, it sounds beautiful. I heard you guys warming up with some of the Steve Miller hits already, which is what we're going to be we're going to be hearing all Steve Miller songs tonight in honor of Greg Douglas. I don't know why his name just spaced. I just talked to the guy like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Greg Douglas.
Yeah.
And so how does it feel to you, 21 years old, a fan of Steve Miller Band, to be playing with the Greg Douglas to your right?
Man, it's something that's hard to explain because I grew up on classic rock and I had probably 5 favorite albums. The family did 5 favorite albums as a group, and Steve Miller was definitely one of those. So he was like, here's 16 of Steve's best songs. You got to learn them. And we're like, dude, we already know these songs like front to back. So it's pretty surreal. I mean, even.
What about you, Brayden? What are your thoughts on playing with this guy?
I wasn't a big classic rock listener when I was younger, so I was a little up. I was feeling up to the challenge when the boys brought it to me, and I love doing classic rock anyway, so I've always kind of been open to that kind of stuff. So just having a good time.
So how did you guys get involved in this gig? I heard you're very instrumental in this whole thing getting set up.
Well, Rich has actually been a pretty good friend to us. He brought us on on his radio show up in, what's that town called up there?
Alpine,
that's the
California.
town. Yeah,
beautiful area up there.
Beautiful. We loved it. So he brought us on his radio show, and we became friends with him and really appreciated what he did and the conversations that we had and what he's trying to do tonight. And we really respected what he was trying to go for. And then Ken Rexroad kind of brought us and Greg together, and Ken also brought us and Greg and Rich together. So it was just a big group effort that kind of brought everybody together for a good cause, which Rich is working towards today.
And what's great is the name Daring Greatly and what it means, and even what you guys have gone through and everything involved with that kind of ties into this whole making money for a good cause with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. Does that hit home close to you? And tell me why.
I mean, we're quite the team group, our band, and we love to help out people. As soon as we came down to California, it's something that we set out that we want people to know about us, is that we aren't in it for the money or for the fame or for us to grow as musicians. Like, we want to change the world, man, and we want to help make a positive difference. And this was just a perfect opportunity for us to be a part of something like this.
Now, you guys have original material as well that you've been playing. How long have you been together playing original material?
Well, we were actually pretty heavy hockey players before our music careers, so that's how we all met. And we all beat the crap out of each other all the time. And But anyways, I started writing music.
So you're from Canada, right?
Yeah, we all from Canada. But we also
That's where the hockey comes in, right? Okay.
Yeah. We all started writing music during our hockey careers, or I did anyways, about last year. And we've been together as a group for about 2 years writing original music.
Wow. Do you have any albums out right now?
So we have one album that is out, and about half of it is produced in a studio. The other half is produced in our bedroom, which our drummer here he's a tech wizard. He produced half of the first album, and then we're actually in the middle of producing our first, all in the studio. We're working with a wicked producer in San Clemente. The first one should be out, our first fully produced album, in about a month.
In about a month, so we'll definitely be looking for that. Do you have a website that we can, what's your website?
daring-greatly.com.
All right, we'll definitely keep that in mind. Now, you played down here in San Diego quite often.
Yeah.
When are you going to be playing next and where?
Well, we play every single Wednesday in Carlsbad at Coyote. We have a residency there. And then we play Belly Up May 22nd for the singer-songwriter revival. That's another Ken Rex Road production.
Wow.
And I'm trying to think of what else. What else have we got?
May 28th, 29th, we're kind of co-hosting this kind of escape festival, and it's like a 2-day, 1-night experience where they come up to Harrison Serenity Ranch, and basically the guests are led through yoga, they're led through hiking, they're led through a whole bunch of different cool nature type of things. And during the day, we have a few artists starting at 3 o'clock, and then all the way till midnight we'll be doing live music, and we're kind of like the headlining band there. So.
And drum circles.
And yeah, there's gonna be drum circles. Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah, that's May long weekend.
Oh, that sounds like a very long weekend and a good one, actually.
Yeah.
And what weekend is that again?
May 29th and May 30th. It's a May long weekend.
So the end of May. Got it. That's awesome. We'll definitely be looking forward to hear more about that. But man, yeah, you guys are busy, and you take time out of your schedule to do beautiful events like this for Rich Singley and working with Greg Douglas and everything. Man, it's so, I got to tell you, I'm honored to just be sitting in your presence for what you guys do and how badass the musicians you are. So I'm looking forward to the new album drop. Do you have a name for it yet?
We self-titled the first one. We have a few singles in mind that we might name the album off after, like Against the Wall, or maybe even The Other Side. But it's still up for contemplation.
Are you going to sneak out a couple of singles and maybe get some to BackStage360 so we can get a little bit of review out before the album drops? Maybe. We'll talk afterwards. We'll see if we can get a little head of music from your PR from you guys. All right.
Cool, man. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely want everyone to hear what you guys sound like. It's because like hearing you warm up, it's amazing. So I'm looking forward to it.
We have about 4 songs recorded already that we did in San Clemente with producer Scott Rogotsky, and he's been around the block a few times, and he's got like 20 years of musical experience, and he's a really well-known guy around here, and we're getting back into the studio next Monday to record 2 more songs.
Looking at you, I can tell you're nerding the hell out working with this guy. You're excited, I can tell, aren't you?
I love it, man. I love it.
Well, that's freaking awesome.
I love being
Yeah, he's nailed our sound better than anybody we've ever worked with, including our first experience, including him. He's just really taken advantage of the vocal harmonies and instrumentation going on in the band, and he's really nailing down our sound. It's cool to hear.
I'm super excited to hear that. I can't wait to hear this track. So you guys have done a great job with this event, working with Rich and working with Greg. I'm so excited to see the event, be a part of that. So thank you guys so much for taking a couple minutes to sit down and talk to BackStage360. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm Big John from BackStage360.com, sitting here with Daring Greatly. Here's Patrick Croome, and we've got Brayden Tario. Thank you guys so much again. I look forward to hearing you. Thanks a lot. All righty.